We're back.
Aisha,
Hi.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. I've missed you so much.
We are so back. It's Sunday, July 12th. You're back for another episode of Off the Rails with Eric and Aisha. I am finally back to save you from despair and sadness of my absence. I'm kidding. You did great. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to see you. I cannot wait to hear about your adventures, all of this stuff. It's been I feel like I haven't seen you in months, even though it's only been a couple weeks.
It is crazy. Like I don't even know what's going on with you. I think we've said on the pod a few times that like we don't really text much. Like we don't really have why do we need to have a conversation during the week? We're going to talk for 2 hours on Sunday, but now I don't know what's happening in your life and it's freaking me out.
But you've brought this up before, and you're kind of like putting the word out that we're almost not close.
That we're not friends.
Yeah, we're not friends. But we are.
No, we are
in a group chat that talks very consistently.
Mm-hmm.
So I almost want can you not stop saying that possibly?
I mean, I guess, but like it's not like I'm not hearing about I don't know, like
you don't think
when
that
I
counts.
think of a group, I don't think that counts. Like
okay.
Like in the group chat of course we're sending some stuff, but it's mostly I'm not like hearing the details of what is going on in your life.
Yeah,
like,
did
you see this guy who was running with his a race with his singlet turned backwards and his boobs are out.
It's crazy. First off, boobs is to say that guy had boobs is wild. Number one.
Well,
you think he was kind of jugged up? He was trying his best.
I think there's a lot of female distance runners that would be happy to have that kind of motion.
I've never seen. First of all, it was just a guy who was wearing his singlet backwards, and it's kind of a vibe.
It kind of is a vibe. It like perfectly outlined his pecs, so it like went down and under, and then like the strip in the middle. Honestly, it's kind of brilliant because that was probably like wicking the boob sweat, you know, when you get the boob river. You probably don't know. But what happens is you get this channel that's just flowing through. But if you've got a material there just soaking everything up, that's kind of a move.
And you don't have to deal with the nipple chafing.
You definitely don't have to deal with the nipple chafing. Free the nipple.
And for all the track and field stuff I've seen, which is a lot, I've never seen that. Never seen the backwards singlet. It's like, who are those guys? We're kind of dating ourselves here. Was it Criss Cross, the band that it was like was a rap duo that wore backwards jerseys, and this guy's kind of it was hints of that.
Yeah, that was like the 90s, right?
Yeah, I want to say early 90s, but I'm not entirely sure. Now let's. Give me a little taste of the Euro vacation. First off, you look incredibly tan. You're glowing. You look fantastic. Let me start by saying that. How was it? Tell me a little bit about it.
I feel fantastic. I loved every second of it. So our trip was predicated on the fact that I had to go over to Monaco for a couple of World Athletics meetings, and I just mandated that let's extend the trip. So I've been doing some work with World Athletics since 2019, and never have I ever extended a trip. Like I go to Europe for these like 2-day meetings. So I'm in Europe for like, I don't know, 3 days maximum. I fly there and back. I never savor. And this time the idea was savor. So Will and I went over. He was just like the handsome, like trophy spouse, just thriving during the day, checking out the yachts, going to the different surrounding towns, hanging by the pool, hanging at the beach. I had great meetings with my colleagues. And then we had great dinners with them. And that was like sort of the Monaco portion, was a couple of days, 3 nights.
Were you there for the Diamond League? Were you at the same time? No.
No, we were like a week early. We were there actually during the Paris Diamond League.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was not too far away. We were tempted to go, but we thought, no, this is vacation. We're trying to not go to a track meet.
Yeah, let's not make it work.
Let's not make it work. So So yeah, we got to hang, had some great oysters, walked around in Monaco, and then we took the train to Villefranche-sur-Mer, which is in between Nice and Monaco. It's like a tiny little village, like ancient village built into, ancient is maybe doing a lot of work there, a very old village that's like predates cars. So all the streets are really small and narrow, and you like take stairs and crisscross pathways to like get to your apartment. Our apartment was had air conditioning, which was clutch.
That's very rare in Europe.
Very rare. At this point I filter by, on Airbnb, I filter by has AC.
Yeah, I can understand.
Your options are limited, but
especially on vacation.
No, I'm not trying to just sweat in bed. Like I want to sleep well. I don't want to feel disgusting. But we just hopped around like to Ez, to Menton, to Nice. We did I like to describe the water in that area as blue Gatorade. Like truly looks like blue Gatorade. It's so blue. We went to Cap Ferrat, and we were just like, the water's so salty and the perfect temperature. We spent a lot of time just floating, vibing. I ate only seafood essentially for 10 days. The Mediterranean diet totally agrees with me. Feeling great. I'm walking a minimum of 20,000 steps a day. I'm running. I'm swimming. I'm ending runs by jumping into the sea. We're hiking up to Ez. We're having espresso. Did we do the Col d'Ez climb that was part of the Tour de France 2 years ago? Yes, we absolutely did. Did we do them on e-bikes? Yes, we did. Did we go full E? No, we didn't. But we did medium E. And this is a highlight of the trip. I got to meet one of my favorite cyclists, Neilson Powless, on the top of Col d'Ez. We were going to big day. We wanted to climb Col d'Ez, feel it, see what the riders were experiencing. My like teeth were really dry because I smiled the whole time.
I've never heard someone saying that. I've never heard of dry teeth.
Well,
I'm for sure going to be working that in. Dry teeth.
Yeah, I feel like I get a lot of sensations on my teeth because I have really large teeth, and I'm always like smiling this goofy grin. So like in the winter, my teeth will get really cold when I'm skiing because I'm like, like I can't stop smiling.
Oh my God.
And that's how I felt when I was climbing. You never thought about this?
I've never thought about dry teeth, truthfully.
You gotta smile more when you're climbing.
I feel like my teeth are always kind of exposed, and I just never think about the dry teeth.
Yeah, I don't know.
But sorry, go on.
Yeah. Okay. So, our destination is this bakery that we were recommended to by a friend, Jeff Burns, who spends a lot of time in the area. He told us to go to this bakery. We bike up there. We get passed by a UAE rider and a EF rider. Of course, I recognize Neilson Powless immediately. Speaking of teeth, got a great smile. And then the guy from UAE's girlfriend, and they happened to go to the same bakery as us. It was a highlight of my trip. I was going to play it really cool. I wasn't going to say hi. I don't really get starstruck. That's not like really a thing for me, except I really love cycling. And so these are athletes that like most people in the world wouldn't recognize or care about. And I really care. Like I'm torqued. Like I feel really excited to have like had a Strava flyby.
You're ready to go.
He's looking fit. He's looking healthy. He had an injury. I'm like,
I've lost you.
Great.
There you go. You're back.
And Will is like, are you going to say anything? And I'm like, no. I can't. I just can't say anything. I'm just going to play it cool. Maybe when we leave, I'll say like, good luck this summer. Like I got in my head. I was like, I'm not going to interrupt this guy on his training day. He's on a cafe stop, and he orders his cafe foods. He is walking out of the cafe and stops and recognizes me instead.
Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. It's like a dream scenario.
It was a dream scenario. Super lovely guy, had a knee surgery. We totally vibed out, chatted for a long time. I tried so hard to not be weird and hold him in conversation too long, but he was chatty and he was very kind. Got to learn about like the riders' lives living in France. Like I guess he follows running. So
I was about to say, like, so he's a running fan.
yeah, he, I guess, started. There are quite a few cyclists on the world tour who started
Yeah, a lot of crossover.
as runners. Yeah. And he was one of them. I guess growing up in Texas, he was recruited to run in college and decided to go pro in cycling instead. Crazy small worlds.
I can picture it now. You must have been smiling and blushing so hard, teeth dry as a bone.
He dries a bone, and I'm sure I've like crust, like Garrett Heath dried spit crust all over my mouth from like climbing on a bike on the way up there. Like it was just, it was the Sahara.
Crazy to air out Garrett Heath like that. That was always. I'm glad you bring that up because that was something like after a race, like or even mid race, like you always see, like. I hear that, and Galen was always somebody who had just spit all over his face.
Goobers.
You know? And there was I think it was, I can't remember which Diamond League it was, but it was either in the 1500, 800, one of those events where one of the guys after the race, the winner had spit on his on his face, and one of the guys came up and wiped it off for him. And
oh, that's so nice.
I almost cried, and I could maybe cry right now, like recounting this. I thought it was like the sweetest thing because it's just such.
It is sweet. It's such a big moment to win a Diamond League. And you don't want to be with foaming at the mouth.
He understood. He came up, gave his.
That's a real one.
He like congratulations on the win. Wiped the spit off.
Come here, sweetie.
Face. Yeah,
got a little something on your face.
It was. I was like, this is a great guy. This guy's going to heaven.
Do you remember who it was?
I don't remember who it was, and I'll do the research and get back to you and give him the proper shout out because it was incredibly touching. So anyway, yeah, you had the Garrett Heath Galen Rupp mouth going, spit everywhere,
foaming at the mouth,
literally foaming at the mouth. Looked like you had rabies. Mouth was dry, pants were soaked. And you were and you were just ready to go. I love it. Will is like, Aisha, get a grip. You're very close to sealing this, but you have got to lock it
in. No, I did ask him after. I was like, was I cool or was I not cool? Like how, like, I was like, I kind of blacked out for a minute.
He's like, it's a learning experience. Like, you'll do better on your next encounter. If we see Wout Van Aert, there'll be tricks. Yeah.
I should never. Just put me in jail. Like I can't handle it. But yeah, then that just dovetailed us right into the Tour de France. We went to Barcelona. It was amazing. I just like randomly picked a hotel. I like, again, I had a lot on my plate for this trip. Needed the trip. Too much going on. To say that the planning was last minute is an understatement. It was just like, fuck, let's just get over there. I do not have the capacity to plan things. Usually like I'm the girl that's like, I have our reservations. I love an itinerary. And this was just, there was a no plan and it was healing, you know?
Yeah. I like that.
We got to our hotel and unbeknownst to me, I booked a hotel at the start of stage 1 at the time trial. Like it was amazing. We were a little bit kind of far outside of the city center, nice hotel, but it was great. So we got to just have my best day ever, which was wake up, go for a run, have breakfast, go walk around the paddock, check out the vibes, see folks warming up, getting introduced. And then our friend Ryan Fenton from Flow Track hooked us up with some VIP passes to the finish.
Clutch.
So clutch, absolutely clutch. So we wound our way to the finish. I mean, I think this was like a near 30,000 step day. And we just enjoyed the time trial. Like it's always been one of my desires to like be at the end of one of these stages where like everybody's like banging on the wall, you know? Like I could feel that. And that's what I got to do. I got to like yell and cheer and have a great time, sip a little champagne, hang out. Our friend Caitlin from New Balance and our friend Connor from Puma were also there watching the tour. So we went to dinner with them. I mean, it was just like, it was amazing. I got to see the second stage 2. I got hit with Bidiam Girmay's bottle, which is amazing. Like the only Black cyclist in the peloton. Oh, boom, hits me with his bottle as he's hitting one of the, the final 3 circuits of stage 2. So that came home with me. That just came out of the dishwasher yesterday. It was amazing. We saw a ton of great architecture in Barcelona. We ate so much good food. I drank a lot of rosé on this whole trip, a lot of Aperol spritzes.
Good.
It couldn't have been better. And, Will and I have been like in absolute grind mode for probably too long. And it was nice to just unplug, actually hang out together instead of being in different cities all the time. And it was the best. I have one strange observation and one annoying observation to share from my time in Europe. Start with the strange observation. The like cool person accessory right now in Europe is a Yankees hat.
Okay. Yes. The Yankees hat is and they're probably not baseball fans. That's just a universal logo.
I've never seen this before. Spent a lot of time over there. I don't know if it's like the Knicks vibe or like why, but we could like have played a drinking game and have gotten blasted if we drank every time we saw someone in a Yankees hat. It was like a fashion status symbol to be wearing a Yankees hat.
Men and women, or just men?
Men and women. Different colors of Yankee hats. I took some clients to a Yankees game earlier this year. I bought a Yankees hat for the occasion. It's just kind of like a classic colorway to have. I'm not a big Yankees fan, but whatever. It's just kind of a cute hat. I brought it on this trip, being like, oh yeah, this will kind of go with everything. I was like, what the fuck is happening? You'd see like 50 people a day wearing a Yankees hat. They were like selling them, like the European airports are kind of like high-end shopping malls.
Oh,
they would be like selling different color Yankee hats in like the little boutiques. Like it's crazy over there.
So you naturally were just kind of fitting in with the European locals.
Oh, people were speaking whatever language of the place we were in. And one of my worst qualities in life is I'm terrible at speaking other languages. And so I would do my best. But yeah, it was like I was a lope dog, which I shouldn't have been because I speak no languages. And that was a challenge.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it was wild. So we would say, go Yankees, go Yankees, go Yankees, go Yankees, like all day to like in between Will and I, because it was crazy.
I love
that's wild.
I love like when Americans go over to Europe, we don't really even make an attempt to speak we just speak English slower.
I will try.
I'll get a few phrases down, like, thank you.
I'll get a few phrases.
Please.
Hi,
yeah.
Please. The check, please.
The manners.
The manners. Yeah. Like, I think it's always good to make some sort of attempt. Like, at least say hello in their language and say, I'm sorry, I speak English is like usually what I've got down. Will speaks French, and so that's great. And he can bumble along in most other languages. It's a skill he has and I don't. And yeah, the Yankees hat. If you want to be a local in Europe, if you want local service, if you want to be respected and revered by the Europeans, Yankees hat.
Yankees hat. Now, I wouldn't be caught dead in a Yankees hat, but that's because I'm a a Boston guy. But it's a good tip. There's something about. Do you ever get it when you're going like vacation and you think to yourself like, oh, like this, I'm doing so much. I'm gonna bring some of this back and incorporate this into my regular life.
Yeah.
And then you don't. Right. Then you just go back. But you go like, oh, I'm like, I'm walking so much. I'm doing all these things. Like I can do this back home.
Right.
And I can drink Aperol spritzes all day.
Yeah.
they have it. There's just a completely different pace of life over there.
Yeah.
Like I remember when we were in Paris for the Olympics, and they're not big morning people over there. No, like it was like 9 a.m. and coffee places aren't open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then once they're up, they're just drinking all day. They're somehow managing to hang outside and smoke and drink for the entire day.
It's awesome.
It's awesome. It's so sick.
Yeah, I know. Like, it's interesting because we had 2 working days in Monaco when we worked like according to like the French hours. And let me tell you, it's lovely. And it's honestly better. Like I am trying to, this is something that I'm trying to bring back, is like pausing during the day.
Yeah. A big what is it? A siesta.
That's in Barcelona.
Yeah.
In Spain, a siesta. I'm probably not going to siesta, but like I'm going to eat, like we would leave the office and sit down at a restaurant and eat lunch, like, and have more than one course. And then you'd go back. Like, and that is sacred. Like, it is cultural. You do not fuck with lunch. You go and you eat lunch like a civilized person. You're not checking your phone. You're not looking at your laptop. So that's one thing I'm trying to take away, is like, take some time in the day when I'm working.
You want to do better lunches.
I'm going to do better lunches. Just don't look at my computer for a little bit. Like, start there. I was going to show you this. Speaking of, okay, so here's my steps.
Yep. I'm seeing there's some big step counts right there.
Okay, look at this day. This is crazy.
26,000,
35,000. I felt like someone had taken the bottom of my feet and used them as a punching bag. But so, yeah, this is what I'm logging. This is the type of shit I'm on. 20,000 steps, 18,000 steps, whatever. I'm stepping. Okay, then I come back to the
walkable
United
cities.
States. Boom. I'm down. I'm back down into the 7,000s.
Oh, no.
I got to get to stepping.
You've got to get to stepping.
Got to.
How many miles is 35,000 steps?
Like, I looked it up. I think it's like 15.
That's an impressive day.
I did run 3 or 4 miles with my.
That's okay.
Phone.
I'll count
Maybe.
it.
I don't usually run with my phone, so my step count is a little bit better than it looks, because I'm not counting my runs. Which, by the way,
no judgment.
I'm still running.
Yeah,
I'm getting my runs in. But yeah, gosh, and then biking is the other thing I want to bring back. Like,
yeah, we
live in a very bikeable city. I really like. By the end of summer, my goal is to get an e-bike. I don't know why I'm holding my card. Just like something to fidget with. I want to get some e-bikes by the end of the summer. That's my new goal.
So you don't want a regular bike. You want an e-bike.
I can regular bike, but like my regular bike is like a pretty hardcore, like I'm cycling
road bike. Clipped
I
in.
just want to get, I'm clipped in. Like I want to get, I want to be in my car less, and I want to be like, there are so many small errands. Like I will walk to the grocery store. It's a K away. Great. But like any further than that, and I'm like, oh man, if I had an e-bike, I'd just buzz over, grab it and go. But that's kind of like, we don't, the American mind doesn't think in the European way of I'll just walk there.
And also the American layouts of cities aren't really designed for it's cars. It's not, like nothing is we're losing the walkability. And also I just don't like, even when I'm biking, I don't trust, I feel I'm very vulnerable.
We've talked about this.
We've talked about it.
And you're part of the problem, because you think
you can run them over.
Run them off the road.
Yeah. And I said, I really went full American car mode and said, get off the road.
Okay, I have to get my gripe in.
Go. Oh yes, that was your strange observation. What's your annoying observation?
Everyone in the south of France vapes. What is the deal with vaping?
No, look, I think again on here, I think I basically said, once I get a couple Aperol spritzes in me, I would have been asking them if I can. Yeah.
Bum a puff.
You mind if I get a couple puffs on that bad boy? So I'm gonna knock them. It's not nearly as, as you'd prefer them smoking.
Honestly, yeah. At this point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm so over it. It's worst case scenario for me. I hate it.
It's just south of France. It hasn't migrated north.
It was not like when we went to Barcelona. It was not like people were just smoking.
Yeah.
Like adults just ripping some heaters. I don't know. I snapped and I'm over it. Like I just can't do it. It's everywhere. Everyone's just blowing these like weirdly smelling cloud vapors around. Everybody's got their little freaking Tamagotchi that they're carrying around, their emotional support vape. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it one bit.
It's a no for me. I don't like it one bit. I've never vaped, so I can't fully knock it because I haven't tried it.
I was gonna say we gotta get you vaping.
Could you imagine?
I gotta get you vaping, girl.
No way.
A fun little healthy habit. But I would rather. I don't like when you're around someone who's smoking. I feel like that's a bit more obnoxious. But you just you would prefer something about vaping is what a bit childish and immature to you. It's like kind of like a middle school thing, and you got to graduate to smoking real cigarettes.
Well, one, I don't like. I'm not sure it's better for you. Like, I don't think vaping is better for you. Like,
the science, it's too new. The science hasn't. The science isn't out yet.
Okay,
certainly not good.
Certainly not good for you.
Yeah.
It smells like. Smoking smells bad. Vaping smells bad. I just like the idea that you're like putting your mouth on this thing all the time and you're like carrying it around in your sweaty ass hand because it's 1,000,000 degrees in France. And it's just like, I don't know. It's really off-putting to me.
And look, I don't necessarily, I'm here. I'm going to play devil's advocate, right? But it's like, at least I wonder if the science is out on secondhand vape. Right, because secondhand smoke, not great.
Not great.
Secondhand vape, I think we're in the clear.
There's just no way. Like we should be breathing in the air. And I'm calling in from Colorado. We got some wildfires going on. We got stuff.
Ooh.
Which is some clean air would be good.
Yeah. Wait, where are the wildfires?
I think there's one in Ouray. I think there's one in Leadville.
Because it's just so dry.
Kind of around. So dry. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I looked. And also I don't think any wildfires. A lot of wildfires have started from cigarette butts. I don't know what the numbers are with vapes, but I imagine they're a lot lower.
That's true.
Okay, so there's another one.
You make an interesting point.
There's another one.
You make an interesting point.
So that's your big gripe with the south of France.
That was my gripe.
Was just the heavy vaping.
That's my only gripe. My only gripe is the heavy vaping.
And everything, yeah. Do they
everything
vape more? Because everyone's vaping in America too. Or you say they're vaping more in the south of France?
I live in a very different place. Like I acknowledge my privilege of living in a town of
vape-free people,
healthy people, and we have like our main public spaces are like smoke and probably vape free. I smell cannabis more here than vaping and cigarettes. So I'm not a good barometer. But
you're saying there's no vaping in Colorado.
In Boulder, I don't see a lot of vaping.
Okay, but I mean, you're very well traveled. In the continental United States and abroad.
Yeah.
And you're telling me you're not seeing.
South of France is like exponentially more vapes.
Okay. So
than
South of
anywhere
France
else.
Really goes hard on the vapes.
They are sucking on them things all day and night.
Yeah, they gotta stop.
They gotta stop.
They gotta stop. I know you guys I know you get your steps in and you take a long lunch, but you got to put the vapes down every now and then.
You got to. Bring some air.
My gripe about Europe, and again, it's the American in me, but the pace of meals, and they don't want you to leave. They won't bring that check over to you.
No.
But you know me, I get sometimes a little bit restless. I'm not really able. I got to move around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And their lunch is really genuinely like a multi-hour thing. And if you ask for the check,
They're offended.
they're pretty pissed off.
I actually like offended a server more than once when I denied dessert. Like, I have a serious dairy allergy. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
And then it's like, well, we'll bring you some fruit. Like, okay, fine. I guess I'll eat the fruit.
And that's
but, like,
not dessert.
yeah. And they're offended because it's like so culturally different though, because it's like a career to be a in service and hospitality. It's like their pay structure is different. How they pride themselves is different. Like they want to have an environment where you come and you linger, and I love it. That being said, that's not my day-to-day life, but yeah, like, because we're too in a rush. We're too in a rush, and I am the queen of rushing around and jamming way too many things in a day. And I acknowledge that this is probably not the best thing. It's somewhere in between.
There needs to be a nice healthy balance.
Yeah.
Now, what's the tipping? Like, are you because they don't really believe in tipping over there, right?
Not a big tipping culture. If you get like exceptional service, maybe like a little 10% tip or something is like, wow, thank you. Like, it's like it really means something.
And that's if they bring the check over at a reasonable. That's if you try and
Eric's
rush me
just
out.
like pacing in the back. Yeah.
Like, we've been at lunch for the day's done. We have to go to the next establishment to drink more Aperol Spritz and vape. We can't be here all day.
I've been here too long. I've had too many Aperol Spritzes.
I mean, I'm on vacation. I want to see as many things as I can. I can't. I just lost a day in here at lunch.
It's so interesting. That tells me a lot about. I was going to ask you about this. Are you like a luxuriator on vacation, or are you like, I want to see as many things as possible?
I think it depends where I am. Like when you're in like a amazing place, like, and also depends on the crew, right? It's I got to read the room. I got to read the vibe. Are we hanging out, and are we just in Aperol Spritz mode, or are we doing activities? I think a nice healthy balance of both. But like when we were in, and that was kind of, I would love to go back to Paris because it's such a historic thing. And there's so many things to see, and you don't get to really see any of it a lot of the time. And so, I think I'm a little bit of both, but I'm not necessarily like we need to do X. Maybe I'm like, there's 3 things I'd like to do. Then we can luxuriate. Then we can just, me, I'm more than down to just luxuriate.
Yeah. Kick the shoes off, put the feet up.
Oh,
chill
yeah.
out.
Oh yeah. I'm down to get horizontal. Kick the barefoot, doing just yelling. And that's another thing, like the loud Americans, and I just can't help but kind of yell all the time. And
yeah,
and everything in Europe is a bit tighter. Like, you go to a restaurant, it's condensed. And I'm yelling at you like you're a couple rooms away.
That is one of my nightmares, of like being in a group of loud Americans abroad.
Yeah, we do just like, it's just a bit loud. We're just loud.
Yeah, you're like, I'm enjoying people coming up and speaking to me in foreign languages. I'm floating around, and then you just hear a very, very loud voice, and you're like, they're here.
Like, in Japan, I was trying to basically just whisper.
I know we've talked about this before, but like, I feel like I am a monster in Japan. Like, I'm too big. I'm like too like hairy. Like, I'm too hairy. Like, I truly feel like a horrible piece of shit when I'm in Japan, because everything is so. I feel like Bigfoot.
Yeah,
1,000%. I feel like Bigfoot in Japan.
Let's get this girl a wax. She's enormous. She's loud. That was I remember we went out to we were out to, and I may have told this story, but we were looking for places to eat, a big group of Americans, and one guy like saw us and was like, "Oh, I can't afford to turn you guys away." He was like, "We're not even open yet, but I know these guys are looking to eat." and he brought us. It was like the most cramped area, barely could fit in there, and we were just putting on an absolute clinic. We were eating. The guy's like, "We have no more food." I'm like, "We're just getting started, sir." He's like, "First off, please lower your voice. You're screaming at me." And I fed you as much chicken and meat as I possibly could imagine.
I don't have any more.
He's like, "Look, you guys have been great for me financially, but I truly just have no more food.
I'm fresh out.
I'm like,
fresh out.
Well, figure it out, buddy. We're just getting started." So, what else can we talk about in Europe? Let's go back to the Tour de France. I want to talk a little bit. I know you're talking about the time. You saw the time trials. Now, do you prefer a time? I'm not as well, nearly as well versed in the cycling world as you are, but I like I think the mountain stages are incredibly good watches. Now, those don't happen until, because
they've already had a couple of mountains. They've already climbed the Tourmalet.
Okay.
Yeah. Tadej Pogačar has blown the race wide open on the first true mountain stage. They climbed the Tourmalet, which is a historic climb. Absolutely went alien mode, demolished everyone else. He's up by 2 minutes and 42 seconds over Jonas Vingegaard, who's the other.
He got it.
Yeah, like pretty much game over. Isaac Del Toro, Tadej's teammate, is sitting in third with the other. The race, now it's a race for third. It's a race for third. We've got Isaac Del Toro, we have Remco Evenepoel, we have Juan Ayuso. There's a couple other, we have Florian Lipowitz. There's a handful of people that are going to be fighting for third. The race for third will be exhilarating. The UCI, who puts on this race, like it seemed like UCI, ASO, I'm not sure like who's responsible for setting the course, but like what they wanted was in a close race the whole time. And so they designed the course this year with that in mind.
They were like trying to bring Tadej Pogačar. They're like, how do we even it out a bit?
Yeah. And what
do you do?
He, there was this crazy descent that was really like a little bit sketchy, and he was riding 100 kilometers an hour down this nuts descent. And then just climb the shit out of the Tourmalet and game over. Like Jonas goes home devastated. Already. This is like stage freaking 3 or 4. What stage is the Tourmalet? And there have been some great sprint stages. There have been, a couple of hilly stages. I like them all. I just like the sport as a whole. Was it stage 6? Maybe stage 6 was the Tourmalet. My cycling friends that are listening to this will be annoyed that I don't know it off the top of my head, but whatever. You get me. I think it's all great. What I will say as a spectator on stage 2, that was an incredible experience because they did 3 10K circuits in Barcelona, like in the city to finish. Oh, okay. And it was like, there was a climb, a pretty steep climb each circuit. And we were sort of at the base of the climb before it kicked up. So you actually get to see people more than one time, and they're going, marginally slower than when you're watching someone bike by you at 100 kilometers an hour. You're going to see them for 1 second. I've never been to, I would love to go to like a summit finish stage. I think that would be very, very cool. But yeah, I mean, I love watching the Tour de France for the GC, but I can get down with all types of competitions. Something that's always surprised me about like the Tour is during those like the big climbs, and because they're going pretty slow, like when it's super, super steep, and they're going a lot slower, and the fans are just on the road, like touching the bikers. So dangerous.
It's it's like it creates a fantastic like you know you're watching that and you go like it creates great entertainment, you know. But if I was the athletes, I would be. That's not something I would like.
Yeah, no, you would be pissed.
I'd be really
like,
pissed.
Step the fuck off. You learn how to say that in French real quick.
But you're absolutely exhausted. Like you're so exhausted.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, you're foaming at the mouth.
I've got Garrett Heath mouth. And the only thing acceptable to do is if I was going so slow and a fan came and wiped my mouth and said, "Look, but like, come on."
Just give you a little spittle rag.
Yeah. Get a little spit, like
show some decorum.
He spit washed my spit off. But like that is something that's it's just surprising, and it is. There are instances where like a fan will ruin people's races.
Yeah. I mean, people can get seriously hurt if you love Instagram like we all do. I'm not as much on TikTok, but Victor Campenaerts is a rider for Visma Lease Bike, which is the team of Wout van Aert and Jonas Vingegaard. He does a daily vlog, and it's very fun, like very fun to watch. He puts it out on Instagram and like talks a little bit like with the riders in the team bus and talks about the stage, and it's like silly but fun. It's like the perfect tone. Like if I were his sponsors, I'd be like, this is gold. This is exactly what we want from a pro athlete that's like performing really well and like enjoying themselves. And one day they did like a PSA, and it's like all of the riders around dinner, like kind of like the unspoken rules of interacting and engaging as a fan of the Tour de France. And it's like,
okay.
Like they talk about this. They talk about like, please, like, don't touch us. Like, don't come too close. Like if like we love fans being there, but like give us some space. Also, like we are trying not to get sick. Like,
yeah,
you know, like they're doing this insane feat with their body over 3 weeks. Like, don't be like yelling in my face. Like, like very like don't don't expect us to throw our bottles when like we haven't consumed them yet. Like
ease up with the cotton candy vape smoke in my face.
Ease up with the cotton candy vape smoke. They do the like smoke bombs sometimes at the top on the top of these climbs. Like don't fucking do that. Like if you see us eating a meal at dinner, do not approach at this time. This is the only time we have to relax. Like it's very interesting because you like as athletes, the only time, like as track athletes, the only time that it would be like this intense would be at an Olympic Games, and you are sequestered. Like it's so different than the Tour de France, where like you are going from town to town, you are dropping in at hotels. There are so many logistics of moving all of this equipment. Like you are in the people. When you're at the Olympic Games, like you are protected. Like you're staying in the village or you're in a hotel with a bunch of security. Never my experience, but like mine was in the village, and like you can't, like the public can't get in there. Like you very well, like could not interact with the public in any way if you were at the games. Like you're in the village, you're taking your own private transportation from the Olympics, like to your competition venues, to your practice venues. Like you have, like you only go into the stadium if it's your choice. Like your areas are totally separate. Like regular civilians cannot get into the warm-up zone, into the practice track, into the call room, into the media, into the mix zone. Like you're totally separate. And the Tour de France is so different. It's wild to think about it like that.
They have a lot more access.
Oh yeah. I mean, my dumbass, I'm like, what? I'm like zooming in my camera to like see if they have a slushy machine at their team bus. I'm like watching them warm up and cool down. Like
you're like, look, I saw the vlog, and I know you don't want me to approach you at dinner, but I'm coming the fuck over. Mama wants some interaction.
I'm gonna try not to be weird, but I probably will be.
You're like, I'm gonna share the food, right? I'm pulling up a seat for dinner. I'd like to see you guys a lot more. Now, who's the best?
How many grams of carbs are you eating?
Yeah. Who's the best Are they bicarbing?
Oh yeah, big time.
They are. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it before. Like the cyclists are kind of always
They're cutting
on the
edge.
cutting edge stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the GLP ones. They're on the designer stuff that the public finds out about years later, and they're on the but like
they're on these like, I think they're on these Yomif Kajelka lactate gels.
Oh, I don't even know, but what is a Yomif Kajelka lactate gel?
Isn't that what he's taking? Now I'm double checking myself.
Baby.
Yeah. Yep. Here we go. The lactate gel behind Yomif Kajelka's 1:59 marathon debut is coming to market. So, Santa Madre, the Spanish nutrition brand that fueled Kajelka's London, says lactate may be the next big idea in endurance fueling. So the product is called Lactate 60, and each serving contains 60 millimoles of lactate and 40 grams of carbs, and a 1-to-1 glucose to fructose ratio. And these are the gels that Yomif was taking during his marathon debut. And I remember this during the whole sub 2 situation, and then I saw it. It's so interesting. Now I'm like reading about this as I'm speaking, but I saw that Tade was taking them as well. And so here's just a little quip from the article. For years, runners have heard about lactate in the context of muscle burn and the dreaded lactate threshold. Santa Madre wants to flip the script. The brand is leaning on more recent physiology research, citing the work of George Brooks and Inigo San Milan, who, Inigo San Milan, as an aside, was based in Boulder and did a ton of physiology research and was Tadej Pogacar's first coach, like when he was coming onto the circuit. So he was his first coach at UAE. So their new physiology research, which treats lactate as a fuel source and a signaling molecule rather than waste. So they're basically saying like lactate is misunderstood and we can use it as a fuel source instead. So Tade's on these gels, taking these gels that
you take the gels
did
throughout the race. You
Yeah.
bicarb before, and then you lactate gels throughout.
Yeah. And I mean, they're taking insane amounts of carbs. Every hour. I don't know how they I'm sure after the tour, if I were advising them, I'd go straight to the dentist for cleaning, because they've got to be having so much sugar the whole time.
And their teeth are probably dry, which doesn't create a good environment.
I don't think they're smiling the whole time. I don't think they're smiling.
Taking a lot of wind out. That's true. They're open mouth breathing, taking a lot of wind in. Yeah. Now, did you retire before bicarb? Yeah, we missed the bicarb. We missed the wave of bicarb.
I had the lotion.
Okay.
Who makes that lotion? Momentous, maybe? Made like a bicarb lotion. And
I've never
did
heard
it.
Of that.
Yeah. I mean, now like people don't do it. They just do the soup. But yeah, it was like a lotion idea, and I would put it on my legs. Maybe it helped, maybe it didn't. But yeah, I exited the game just before the soup.
Yeah, it's
it looks horrible.
Yeah, it's like ball. It's they do got to make, and they don't make any. It's not like there's no fun flavors.
Maybe we should enter the market.
It looks like hair gel with little beads.
Yeah, 1,000%. They just like use some extra hair gel containers and called it a day.
Just eat it.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, done. Say less.
Yeah, but people are running so fast, so you'd be like, yeah, I guess I'll eat this disgusting primordial goop.
I'm pretty sure Mark Coogan was eating was bicarbing up before the New Balance indoor relay, which was
disgusting.
I was like, this is how serious we're taking it.
Some of us.
Yeah. I mean, he was doing it as a joke, and it was a funny joke.
It was a funny joke. But yeah, no bicarb soup for me. No broccoli juice for me either. I would drink a ton of beet juice leading in. Maybe like 2 weeks out from a big race, I would start drinking like a pint of beet juice every day. What else did I do? Yeah, I did the bicarb lotion at the end of my career. That's really about it. I was like at least in the era of gels. So I started like the first probably 70% of my career was like I never would take a sip of water on a long run. And
Yeah.
then at the end I was taking gels and taking like doing a warm up and taking a gel before a workout or having a handful of Haribo gummies, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I missed all of this.
Yeah, missed the wave. Same. Wasn't even doing the gels.
Yeah. Yeah, you would have just missed it. 23 is when you retired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blew it.
Yeah. Blew it.
Blew it.
That's a good segue. I'm realizing we've already been talking for 50 minutes. So I'll just say happy birthday to my favorite hippo, Moo Dang, turned 2 this last week.
Oh my goodness.
And then
oh my God, I totally
cute.
forgot to text her. Happy birthday to Moo Dang. Happy belated.
Happy birthday, Moo Dang. You little bouncy boo. Love you. And I've just been having the best time watching all the World Cup games. Are you like firmly into you were wrong about the World Cup?
No, let me let me explain myself, okay? Now, I said I don't enjoy the sport of soccer all that much. Maybe I said I hate it. I can't quite remember. The World Cup is a different thing. Because everybody in America who is watching the World Cup and loving it, as I am, right? The World Cup's done. They will not watch soccer again until the World Cup.
Maybe like a little. Well,
99% of the Americans watching
what
the
about
World
at the
Cup.
Olympics?
Okay, at the Olympics they'll watch soccer again, but they are not tuning in to soccer at any other point. You have to give me that.
Yeah, probably. I'll check on a little Premier League game on the weekend mornings, if it's on. But I would say, yeah, 97% of Americans are not watching in between.
No. And that's why we suck at soccer.
However, maybe this is a moment to change that. And what's so interesting is like, I just look at all the little kids that have never really watched soccer before. And now it's like time is paused for the World Cup. And that's like, you got to start them young. Like,
you do.
I don't feel that way about running. But some of these other sports where like, I don't know, some kid in Argentina who like can't walk is like already dribbling a soccer ball. Like that's one of the sports that you need to have interest when you're young. And we are, I believe, creating a generation of young kiddos that is watching this. And like, you can see how excited everybody is about it. Like you can see your parents or your uncles and aunts and whoever is like watching this just enraptured and having the best time. Like, oh wow, this is a cool sport. Like typically you just see that with like NFL and NBA and whatever, but like now we're having this cultural moment where I hope that like the governing bodies and like the youth organizations are like ready to capitalize on this new interest to create like the next generation, so that in, I don't know, 3 World Cups from now, we got some freaking ballers.
Yeah, we got to play the long game.
Play the long game.
Especially, I couldn't agree with you more, because also seeing America go out like that, there's that part of me, you go like, we need to do better.
We got to do better. That was a bad game. Better.
I'm like, I want to win one of these fucking things.
Yeah.
And something that's also very evident.
The guy who hates.
I gotta win one of these fucking things. The World Cup, like we've never even come close. The like Norway, how they do the row.
Mm-hmm.
We got none of that. We got nothing fun like that.
We don't have good songs. We don't have good chants. Like, we got to figure it out. Did you know that? So I watched the England game, England versus Ghana, at like it was like a work bonding. We have a British person on my team at work, who loves football, and remember the song from Paris? that was like the song.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna play that when we get off this. That's like one of their jams, like one of the England team's jams, and like it came on, and I was like a sleeper cell of like, yeah, like we don't have that to bring to the table. Like we don't have like like heritage footy songs. Like we gotta get something going.
Or like they'll be in a pub, right? And they'll have like drinking songs, and all of a sudden they'll start like chanting the songs of their culture. We need that, right?
Culture,
right? It looks so fun.
Yeah.
We'd be yelling like Future and Lil Baby songs.
Yeah, we'd be yelling "Get Low."
Yeah, it would have to be a millennial bar. A lot of unks out.
Yeah, a lot of unks. We are the unk generation now. Yeah, let's work on this. Eric Jenkins PR firm. Let's get something going.
We need to bring drinking songs and like European culture. I got my work cut out for me, right? A lot to do.
You're fighting an uphill battle.
And we also have to get America interested in soccer.
Mm-hmm.
It's very tough. I'm sure, like, I've handled bigger cases though. So I'll get to it.
Wait, okay. This is maybe uncouth, but I'm going to play a voicemail because one of these voicemails talks about your PR firm, and this is going to come out of order. We'll go back and talk about the Diamond Leagues, but I'm just going to play this one. Oh, hold on. Can you hear that? Oh shit! Sorry.
You forget in your 2 week vacation.
It's on Bluetooth. It's on Bluetooth. Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Hi, Eric. I was just listening to your episode with Allie on the run, and I probably am not the only person that thought this, but could you guys please just like try to kiss and see if either of you feels anything?
I'm sorry, this is the wrong voicemail.
Aisha, Jesus.
Totally don't know either of your relationship status, but if you're either open to it, this is the outsider information coming in, being like, I think you guys should maybe just kiss. And see how you both feel about that.
Okay.
But love you guys. Love the show. Can't wait to have Aisha back and hear what you guys have to say about this. If you guys are besties, totally no worries. I just can't be the only one that's thinking, maybe they should just kiss. Okay. Love you. Bye.
Okay. Love you. Bye. Sorry. I was trying to play this one.
That was
Hi,
crazy.
Eric and Aisha. I have two questions. One question is I'd like to get the Eric Jenkins PR firm strategy on having that episode with Allie from her bed. I'm curious what the PR angle is from there. It was a wonderful episode. And my second question is, at your next live show, can you please eat some wet ham on stage? Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you with so much heat in the middle of the episode, but you now have some things to address. You have some things to address.
Now, look, the pod from bed just came naturally, right? Now, if you need to ask, like, what was the PR move? You get it, right? Everybody was talking about it. Now, I actually didn't necessarily realize what we were going to create by doing that. Now, I knew you'd get.
Come on.
I didn't realize how horny everyone was going to get. Now, people were absolutely feral in my DMs. They were like, "You guys should like." They wanted a lot more. Right? And that was kind of the. I knew it was like a fun little thing, right? But I didn't realize how bricked up everyone was going to get. It was going to set the world on fire. And that was the PR move. It was like, look, this is going to be good.
You underestimated the power.
I underestimated how sexy it was going to be. Yeah. that's on me. Hand to God, that's on me. Didn't realize how sexy the episode was going to be. Totally sorry for teasing everybody. Obviously, there's more not safe for work content behind a paywall. That was.
You wish.
That was actually an Allie joke. I'm stealing her joke and saying it to the world. Maybe she didn't want me to say that. I don't know. I think she's okay with it. But yeah, great stuff. You really you're putting the heat on me early on.
It actually was an accident, but yeah. All right, so that's out in the air. That was my. I did it like a gasp and a jump when I saw
a jump scare.
A jump scare. No, but scare is the wrong word. Like it was just like a jump surprise when I saw
the live from bed.
I loved it, but
that was a blast.
Like, whoa.
Yeah, you were like, these guys gotta fuck.
Yeah, me and the other caller. Like I have questions too, but look,
that was you.
I ask questions. I just like used a voice modulator.
Yeah.
I ask Eric questions. Eric sometimes obfuscates. Look, if you listen in here long enough, you know the drill. I just gotta act cool. Maybe one day he'll tell me things. That's it.
Oh my God! Please stop with that.
Are you blushing?
Yeah. Well, also I'm like, look, we can't speak on me and Allie without Allie here.
True.
We like there's two sides to every story. I can't be the one telling it.
That's true.
She's gonna listen to this episode, be like, "What the fuck?" Like I just said I would do a record
a podcast
an episode.
With you.
Yeah,
and now I'm in a scandal.
I have to hire your PR firm for the crisis that you created
to dig me out of this mess.
Yeah, and that's actually a brilliant move on my part. I create an issue and then get hired to solve it.
Perfect.
Yeah, someone call it maybe fraud. I don't know.
Light fraud.
Gentle
fraud. Yeah. Gentle fraud.
Yeah.
Should we talk about track?
We've got let's why not? Yeah. Let's go past what we were just talking about. And we'll work our way to track.
Yeah. Okay, Monaco Diamond League.
You were keeping up on your vacation.
I was home for Monaco Diamond League. I was thinking about this, like how I very reluctantly got on the plane to come home. Like, should I just extend the trip for another week and just work all night and pretend that I'm in the US? But no, I'm a good employee. I didn't do that. I would have loved to have stayed over for the Monaco Diamond League. Great meet, great energy always. Really fast day.
I mean, and that's Monaco, right? The Monaco track is known for being an incredibly fast track. I mean, the race of the meet, Wanyoni world record.
Wanyoni world record. Yeah, the men's K, like a 1K looks so hard. It looks awful to me personally. Like they came through 1:45:11 through 800. Flying. And then you have another 200. Like absolute insanity. I mean, how old was that? We talked about this world record recently, right?
I think it's yeah.
It's old.
Because we were talking about Noah. It's Noah Nine. Is it Noah? How do you pronounce it? Noah Nine.
We talked about this.
Negeni. You said Negeni, and I think I'd always hear the person else say 90.
Yeah.
But
so that was back in 1978.
Wow. And the K is also one of these records or one of these races that's just it's an off distance, so it's just not run very much. right?
But it's run enough. It's run enough.
It's run
Oh,
enough.
sorry,
that
it's not 1978. No, it was 1999.
90s.
Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say he can't be nearly.
He was born in 1978. Yeah.
Okay.
90 was born in 1978. So the record is from 1999 in Rieti. Again, another super smoking fast track. But like, I kind of argue that the K is run enough, and the K has been run
broken.
That it should have been broken by now, and the K has been run by enough incredible athletes that it should have been broken by now.
It shows you how good.
Which just goes to show how good the record is. Yeah. Yep, exactly.
And he
exactly
just barely got it.
Barely got it. He ran.
He got it by like a
0.13.
Yeah, very very close. And
like you look at
you have to give a lot of credit to Jake Whiteman for pushing him all the way there. Shows he's in great fitness.
Going into Commonwealth Games, Jake Whiteman is looking very, very good. We haven't seen Josh over 1500 or mile in a while, but I like that's going to be one of the races of the ages. It's going to be the mile at Commonwealth Games, but yeah, Jake Whiteman pushes Wanyoni from behind the whole time. Like, what was it? Wanyoni separated with like 60, 80 meters to go. Like it was a really good race, and you could just feel the lactic from the screen. Like these guys were screaming through to run. Yeah, Jake Whiteman runs 2:12.77, Wanyoni 2:11.83. That's so fast. And the names on the all-time list are like Seb Coe.
Yeah, hit me with some names.
So I'll just give you like the top 10.
Yeah, give me top 10.
You're gonna be like, holy shit. Wanyoni, Noah Naini, Seb Coe, Muhammad Adatui, Jake Whiteman, Steve Cram, Festus Lagat, Tufik Makloufi, Marco Arop, Ayanla Suleiman from Djibouti. You know him.
I do.
Like all timers. A lot of people have run very fast.
Yeah. It was also so amazing. Like his last 100 Wanyoni's was just so impressive because especially it's like in that 800, and this is 200 meters longer than the 8, but you're just usually you're just holding on and trying not to fade. And Wanyoni, like it looked like he actually kicked from the front off world record pace. Just an incredibly, and I'm sure because he can feel Whiteman on him.
Oh yeah.
Like when somebody's that close to you with and yeah, as you said, he really only separated in that last 60, 70 meters. But what an impressive run from Wanyoni, and a fantastic run from Jake. Great confidence leading into the rest of it. When is Commonwealth Games? What's the date for that?
Com Games. It's coming up. July 23rd to August 2nd in Glasgow.
Oh wow! Wait, is Kurt doing Commonwealth Games? I don't know if he's because we got London Diamond League next week.
Mm-hmm.
And I for one, let me say, am absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait to see that Josh take a shot at that mile world record.
He is.
He is
Whiteman
doing Con
versus
Games.
Kerr. Whiteman versus Kerr. The battle
turnaround.
for Scotland's best miler.
Quick turnaround after that, because London is the 18th.
Yeah.
And if he gets that world record, legs are going to be a little tired. That's a tough turnaround.
I'm looking at the schedule. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Sure. Yeah, your legs are going to be tired, but if you run the world record like in the mile, it doesn't matter. Like you feel no pain after that. You're
no excuses. You're saying that. Oh no, I'm not. Like if he gets the world record, I think like after that it's cherry on top kind of races. Like that's your goal. This is an off year. The mile world record is like one of these records that has stood the test of time. Names, the name of Hisham El Garouj, all-time great, a record that stood forever. People run it a lot, can't get it, don't really even get that close, to be honest. So if you get that, it's like, okay, go out, do your best at Commonwealth Games. Obviously, you're racing to win, but that's like your A goal of the season. If you get it, it's, like, who gives a shit, kind of. I mean,
who gives a shit?
Obviously, Games is like,
you do
fantastic.
Give a shit.
You do give a shit.
Yeah, it's
but
huge.
I mean, like, that's you hit your main thing.
So he's got some time. So I'm looking at the Games schedule just on the sports side. Like, I'm not clicking yet into the individual sessions. We can cover that after next week, maybe, because athletics doesn't start until the 27th of July. So he'll have at least.
He does have some time. Yeah.
He has some time. Yeah. Okay. Back at Monaco, incredible 200 by Julian Alfred. Did you see that?
Oh my God. Yeah. What third fastest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Huge, like a huge performance, huge day. And what was cool was when you see third fastest of all time with the names that are ahead of her and the names that she just passed, all time, greatest in the sport type names. And she didn't, it was a race. She was, again, and that kind of, like we've talked about before, you do need to be pushed to the line to deliver these kinds of all-time performances, but a fantastic race across the board. I was just surprised because it's like she was 21.5. Was it 21.5?
Yeah, 21.51.
Just absolutely incredible race, and people were on her.
Yep, Deja Hodge, 21.76.
NCAA champ, who's having an absolutely
and then Gabby
insane
Thomas,
season.
21.84.
Really
good.
Where's Gabby rank on that all-time 200 list? She's got to
be
kind of high on there too, because she's run some incredible times. But good to see Julian Alfred. It's not like she really fell off, but this is to see her getting even better and better. Love to see it, and incredible race.
So let's go with the top 7 all time is FloJo.
Yep.
21.34. Sharika Jackson, 21.41. Julian Alfred, 21.54. Then Elaine Thompson from Jamaica. Gabby Thomas is 5th. Marion Jones 6th.
Okay.
Daphne Skipper is from the Netherlands 7th. Marlene Audie from Jamaica 8th. Melissa Jefferson Wooden 9. She and Deja Hodge are tied for 9, 10. And then Allison Felix rounds out the top 10.
And whenever like an athlete puts down a performance like that, it's everybody else who's running well. Like, Melissa Jefferson Wooden. I'm pretty sure Melissa Jefferson Wooden was watching it live on the Flow Track. How they do the live show. She was there watching it live, and that's just one of these things because she's the best in the world right now. And it's like, okay, now that's the mark. I got to step up my game. It puts the whole world on notice, and it's like everybody who wants to get those medals, be the best in the world. Here's the standard, and you got to rise up to it.
Love to see it. I wish I would have watched. I was watching the world feed. I didn't see Melissa Jefferson Wooden's reaction.
It's funny because a very the reaction you would expect, supportive and all that stuff. When in your mind, you're going like, God damn it. Fuck.
Yeah.
What the fuck? It was, and that was kind of, that was something I kind of wrestled with when I was competing, where I don't want to see anything bad happen to my opponents. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying publicly.
Yeah.
But if you're they just suffered a career-ending injury, the person who's probably going to beat me, I go, that sucks. But That's fucking sick for me.
But wouldn't you want to just beat them fair and square?
No, I know, but I didn't create the injury. I didn't Tanya Harding her. I'm dealing with it. It's, you're like, no, it's not. I know I shouldn't be thinking this, but but here I am processing it. And that's what Melissa Jefferson would, and watching Julian Alfred run 21.5, you go, that son of a bitch. That pisses me off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Look, I'm not saying I wished any of my opponents got career-ending injuries. Now that I've retired, I'm glad they're all healthy.
Yeah.
When you're in the thick of it, when USA's is right around the corner, you go, I wouldn't mind if they all got hit by a bus.
I wouldn't mind if Hassan did a calf.
Oh yeah, I don't want them to die.
You
But
did
if they-
just say hit by
But
a
if
bus.
if they strain
I was
their,
helping you dig out of that.
yeah, I don't want them to get absolutely mangled in a car accident. A nice calf tear is perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. What else happened?
We had another world record attempt in Monaco, women's 3K. Our girl Agnes Ngedic attempted, ran great. Faith Kipyegon paced. No, sorry. Jess Hull paced.
Jess Hull. Yeah.
Yeah. So interchangeable. I mean, they look just alike. No, so Jess Hull.
I don't see color.
Yeah. Jess Hull paces. Agnes again.
Yeah, which one's Australian, which one's Kenyan? I really couldn't tell you. It's a I thought they were twins. But yeah, you know, Jess Hull pacing. I mean, you're not going to get very nice.
You're not going to get better than that.
They must have
so,
obviously
so
payday.
in character. Yeah. But that's Jess. She's paced a few of Faith's races before. She will step up, but not a lot of women would do that.
No.
That's or not a lot of men would do it either. It's just no, I'm not gonna pace my ops. But Jess paces. Agnes runs 8:08.95. So fast. What is the world
fast,
record?
Yeah.
She just missed it.
Great race. Yeah, fantastic race.
Great race. Yeah. 8:06.11. This is one of those Chinese turtle soup records.
Yeah, one of these just how many turtle soup records are still standing?
I'm looking up the turtle soup track.
That was
record
what the Chinese athletes
instead
of saying they were doping, they said they were eating a lot of turtles. It's such a good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a brilliant PR move.
Okay,
No,
well,
obviously we're not
so
doping.
This is not coming up on a quick. Yeah, this is not coming up on a quick Google search. This is a little bit more niche. I'd have to go to Claude to pull up help me find the links on.
Yeah, Google's saying what the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
You can't eat a turtle. Yeah. Your Google's please don't eat the turtles.
There
really
was
not
this
a good
track
food
in China, and a bunch of world records were set. And it was we're not doping, we're eating a bunch of this turtle soup. And then they also tore up the track after all these records got run. This was back in the 90s. So if you hear us refer to a turtle soup record, this is what we're talking about.
What were the records? There was a 10K world record. It was they were cleaning up in the distance.
Yeah.
Now,
Sorry,
if you told me, let's say I was the type where it's eating there is the turtle stuff is real. I would have been smashing turtles left and right.
Okay, so what still is held is the 3,000, the 20K race walk.
Okay.
Oh no, that one was legit. That was in 2021.
Well, you can
Okay,
still
this is
eat
not
turtles
this.
right? You know, it was post-pandemic. It was probably in the thick of the pandemic. Like you're eating whenever you get your hands on.
Yeah, I'd have to do another tab here, but yes, there were. Okay, here we go. Reddit unsolved mysteries. This is my shit. I love Reddit. Okay, so this is back in 1993. Chinese female athletes obliterated the 1500, 3K, and 10K all in a week at the Chinese National Games back in 1993. So yeah, this is like the whole turtle soup thing. Then IAAF said that they measured the track, and they ratified the records. All of the clocks were all fine, but the men, like it was, what was strange is that the women set all these records and there were no male records. But yeah, very strange. It was a very strange week. But yeah, there is a lot of interesting conspiracy theories I'm reading about. Like one would be these like magic worms, herbal medicinal worms. I don't know. I'll probably get down a rabbit hole on this when we when we finish
Magic
wrapping
worms.
up. But the 3K record still stands.
Okay, wait. Your Reddit sources are telling you that's like one. Not only were they eating the turtles, they were eating the worms.
The worms.
I mean, realistically, they're probably just had a
bicarb. Somebody made bicarb.
They were eating the hair gel, and they just had syringes deep into their veins. They're eating
either that or someone came from the future, gave them broccoli soup, or broccoli juice, bicarb soup, super spikes.
They gave him broccoli cheddar. They gave him a nice broccoli cheddar soup
in a bread bowl.
They were fueled, they were happy, and they were clean. And I take back everything I said.
I was thinking about this. I like had a day yesterday where I was like it's just like so tired. And I wasn't sure, like, was I getting sick? Was I whatever? Like, I was like, no, I just was tired and like probably didn't eat enough. Like I just like had a day where I was like a Victorian woman who just like needed to sit by the sea. It was great. I'm recharged. I feel great now. And then I was thinking about like how much food I used to eat as a child. Like I right before we started recording, I was in the grocery store. I was like getting groceries for the next, 5 days, and just like I was hungry, and so I was just grabbing all kinds of stuff. And I was just thinking back to like how I hope that this hasn't changed in like high school running. Like the amount of fast food I ate growing up, the amount of like I would go to Panera and get 2 bagels that just like before school, like that was just like a normal breakfast. Like I hope that the kids are just shoveling full pizzas, multiple everythings. I hope that the kids are still eating broccoli cheddar soup from a bread bowl, and then also having a sandwich.
Yeah, I think that I'm sure they are. Kids will be kids.
Okay, I hope the kids are okay.
But actually, yeah, you never really know in this day and age.
You never know. Everybody's a pro athlete now. I'm like, oh, God, I just get that Domino's. Go to Wendy's.
That's
get
your
the
pitch,
chicken nuggets.
Your pitch is you're hoping the kids are eating tons and tons of fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still eat? Are you? You're done with that. You don't really do that. You don't.
No, but I typically eat enough, and I'm no longer like growing, I guess, and I go to Pilates a few times a week and run a few times a week. Like I'm not going to track practice and lifting weights and being in the musical and doing my newspaper duties and all of the other things that occupied. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like still some days, you just you realize I need to go out. I need to get a bacon burger and some fries, and I gotta probably get dessert, and I gotta just like, sometimes you get a little behind. We all do.
So if you're going to fast food, you're going Wendy's. It sounds like.
Oh, I love Wendy's. Love Wendy's.
Yeah.
I love
I'm more
Wendy's.
of a McDonald's guy.
Are you?
Yeah. I
Also
I
like
wouldn't.
Five Guys.
Yeah, I'm not really gonna like Five Guys. I'm not gonna count as.
It's too
fast
elevated.
Food. It's a bit. It's like it's one step above.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not going to turn my nose at Wendy's. I'll eat the shit out of it, but I'm more.
They have the best fries.
I'm going when I'm
My
going
mouth
on
is watering
McDonald's.
thinking about it.
Yeah, your teeth are like, oh, this is nice. This is really nice.
I probably hit a little fast food French fry at least once a year.
Once a year. That's nothing.
Maybe twice a year.
We can't even count that.
Do you know that like at McDonald's the Coke products are like the best ever?
Oh yeah, they've got their own special. They've got their own specialty blend.
Mm-hmm. I love like just having like growing up in the 90s and having a mom. Like I love Diet Coke. Like I really do. Like I have crispy, cold fridge Siggy, but like specifically from McDonald's. Like
McDonald's is like
some
extra
French fries
crisp.
and oh god, it's the crispest.
There's
some
like
French fries and a
there's
fountain
like
Diet Coke.
twice the bubbles in carbonation in McDonald's soda.
Mm-hmm.
It really burns.
You know what? We went to Arby's recently. We were just like in a bind, like driving back from Crested Butte, and we needed to eat, so we went to Arby's.
You're like, I can't. I did Wendy's fries 8 months ago. I'm at my allotment.
It was dope. It was so good. It was so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Highly
I can picture it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I can picture it. I'm sure it was fantastic.
Yeah. Uh-huh. It was real good. But yeah, back to the Monaco Diamond League.
Yeah, okay.
Only other thing I wanted to mention from Monaco is I mentioned her name earlier, Faith Kipyegon. And it had been just kind of wild to see Faith be fallible.
Yeah, it is. I was thinking the same thing.
Here in Monaco, but we have since learned that she had a little hamstring thing pop up. And I respect the hell out of still lining up and racing, because Faith could very easily just go back home, get fully healthy, get, fully fit, whatever. Like nobody's going to question Faith. It's just like, oh yeah, do your thing. Like nobody's going to forget about Faith Kipyegon. Like if she decides to get fully healthy.
I think she shouldn't be lining up to race unless she's healthy.
Yeah, but maybe she's healthy now and it's just like out of shape and just racing herself into shape.
Only
that's what I think is happening.
Only, it's like, again, the public only gets the information that they're willing to say, and it only the athletes and the team around them know what's really going on. And there are like things where you like. I think like lining up when you're not 100%, and she's one of the best, like the best ever. So she knows her body better than anybody. It is interesting though. All these it's crazy to see her lose. It's crazy to see her.
I never thought I'd see Faith lose in my lifetime again. Like I thought it would be just like, okay, when she decides she's gonna like retire at the top of her game, and then she'll never lose. Like it is wild to see her lose.
And it's almost if you're one of her competitors, because when these athletes never lose and they run these times and they win all the races, you kind of line up against them racing for second. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Like because they are indestructible, you go, well, first is out of the question because Faith is racing. Second place is my first place. But now you're racing against her and she's losing and she's not getting nipped at the line. Like she's losing these races. It's
getting her butt kicked.
She's getting her butt kicked. And for these competitors, you realize it's great for them because you go, she is human. She's just human. Like us. She is beatable. I can beat her. I'm not going to give her these races anymore. I think it's fantastic for them. I don't necessarily know I mean, Faith is Faith, and I'm sure she'll bounce back and be doing her thing. But it's great for her competitors to go out and see her get her ass kicked in some races, and be like, it's a reminder that I can beat her.
I don't need to defer to Faith for all racing moves.
Yeah.
Like I can be the protagonist here. Like I can beat her.
It was like when like Mo Farah went on that absolutely insane win streak for years.
Yeah.
From 2011 to 2017, and
Yep.
you would hear the commentators talk about it when he was racing, and they would just let him do things during races that you would never let anybody else do, because it's these athletes, you respect them enough, and then that you're waiting for these moves to happen. Oh, Mo is gonna come around at some point within the last K, and he is gonna slow the race up. Right? It's what he did. And if it was anybody else doing it, and you would come and you hit the front, they would absolutely not let you do that. And for whatever reason, they did it with Mo. And Faith has certainly reached a similar thing where you let her do it. You just let her do. You let her do the race, and then you work around that. But now it's like, no, that's done. You saw it with Nikki at Prefontaine.
Great race.
Fantastic race. You saw it, and now Monaco. So I don't know if it's the changing of the guard, or if it's the hamstring and she's lost fitness, or whatever the case is, but it makes it more fun. I love to see it.
Me too. I would love to see Faith winning again, and I think she will.
Yeah.
I love watching an athlete in progress. I love to see a work in progress, and we never get to see Faith in progress. We always see the finished product. So to have this opportunity to see her lose, but I believe we'll also see her rise back to the top.
Yeah, it's like Keely in the 800 right now.
Right.
Like the mark of a true champion isn't always winning. It's losing and figuring out how to come back up and win again. And as the fans, we love to see athletes run well, but we want to see exciting races. Like, and you don't want to see, even if it's your favorite athlete, I don't want to see. I want to see competition. I want to see people like getting the best of each other. Not obviously that you're gonna have athletes that dominate, and we love seeing it. But it's just more storylines in all these events, when athletes that when they're on are thought to be untouchable, and it's not the case. I love it, and it's just more fun, more excitement.
Love to see it. Speaking of thrilling races, let's talk about the men's 5K. And we almost had an American win the 5K in Grand Blancs. Thrilling race. I'm going to let you kick off about it while I take a bathroom break.
Here we go. Oh man, I've missed this. I've missed that bathroom break. What a race. Almost had two for two with these American. You had Grant Fisher a couple weeks back get that big Diamond League victory, his first Diamond League victory, and now Grand Blancs coming through just barely. It actually really looked like he was going to have it with like 50 meters to go. He had a bit of a few strides on who was the eventual winner? I believe it was Dominic Labalu. And then Labalu ended up coming back, getting him on the inside. Again, pretty fast, 12:52. But Graham Blanks is he's looking fantastic this year. I know. I was listening to his. He had a great post-race interview on the Athletes Lounge, and he was
I need to watch that.
Yeah, he was talking about funny dude, but he was talking about, first off, he's not doing USA's, which is a bummer. But
Graham isn't.
Grant,
Oh wow!
If I'm remembering correctly,
I missed that.
I'm pretty sure he said he's not doing USA's, but he also but he had an interesting. He was talking about how he's kind of figuring out this being a pro and like his why, like how to dig deep. He said it was easier in college to dig deep, because when if you've never been in the what it's like to have 800 to go in these races where you're absolutely exhausted and you need to dig, like really find something. It's tough to really understand it unless you've been there. And he was like, look, I had an easier time digging deep in college with when you have your teammates and all this stuff. And I feel like I don't have that now. And I'm trying to find that, which you don't really, you never hear people talk like that. You know, like there's so often it's cookie cutter interviews. It's almost, it's like, here are the right things to say. And you just don't hear people going out there and saying, especially after like one of the best races, you almost just won a Diamond League race in a very fast time, Monaco. You've been running incredibly,
which is a marquee Diamond League that
one of the best
nobody
Diamond
wins.
Leagues.
Yeah.
And he's been running incredibly fast all year. And so from the outside looking in, you would say, oh, you wouldn't think that, right? You would think the guy is clearly able to dig deep time and time again. But I really enjoyed him kind of opening up a little bit about it. And it was one of those things that you just don't hear very much. And so I thought it's kind of a breath of fresh air to actually have somebody just like say what's going on.
Did you feel that way at all when you left Oregon? Like I would always be curious about that. Like where I went to school at Illinois State, which I loved, and I loved my team. But it's not like we were ever in contention for a national championship. Like when I would get to that level, it was like myself and a couple of throwers. Like I would imagine that like the power of being a Duck at a national championships, at an Olympic trials in Eugene, like there is that almost like superpower of wearing that jersey.
Yeah.
When you graduated and went to OP, did you feel that at all?
I didn't really feel that. No, I still obviously it's a totally different thing, and you're not racing necessarily for the same kind of things, but I didn't struggle to dig deep. But at the end of my career, like I really did. And as soon as because it would be like, training is one thing, right? And it's an entirely different world, and it's kind of easier to train really well. But then I was getting to these points in races where I just like I was having a very hard time like digging. And then
same,
you know what I mean? It's like for whatever reason, and it's just like, and I think a lot of that's just like the fire was kind of gone. And a lot of races where I'm like, I know I'm very fit, workouts are going great, and then just mentally I just didn't want to dig anymore, I guess.
And I also think it's tough because like your body is not the same as it once was when you're in your prime.
Yeah.
And so you're having to dig, but you're actually having to dig deeper and harder. So it's like you're having to put forth like twice the mental effort that you once did, because it used to come easier for you. And like you were so in that grooved pattern of, yeah, this is what I do. Like I thrash and I work and I like will cut off my own legs to win this race. But your body also responds in a way that's favorable. And I think I felt at the end of my career, it's like I was like having to relearn how to change gears. It was like you're like suddenly I'm driving a different car and I'm having to rewire how I operate that machine. And that in itself was hard too.
Yeah. And that was because a lot of the times it's like a natural progression of distance runners' careers to go, you just keep moving up, right? It's kind of you'd see it, you even like, you know, you're a 5K 10K guy, you're going to move to the marathon, but you'd even see it, it's like, oh, like the wheels have fallen off a bit, I'm a 15 guy, I'm just going to go to the 5K. And it's like, that's not how it works.
It's not how it works.
Like, you think you don't need wheels for the 5K? If you're a 5K guy and you're like, oh, the speed's not quite there, I'm going to move to the 10K. It's like, yeah, you're not going to find the success there either.
Right.
And so it's like, oh, you should, like, people were always said, it's like, man, I'm very surprised you didn't do the marathon. And I'm like, I can't dig in the 5, I'm not digging in the marathon.
Not digging for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a whole different thing. And there's also this kind of at least for me, because we got talking about this from the Grant Blanks interview. There's this you almost didn't. You never want to like let the people you're racing against like see kind of cracks in the armor. You know what I mean? Like it was like everything is
Totally.
everything is going fantastic. Everything is going fantastic. I've never been more fit. I'm 100% confident when I step to the line. That's like the image you're trying to put forth every single time you're out there, right? And the reality is that's never, it's very rare. No matter what you're saying. And so athletes usually never let in on any weaknesses, even though everybody's got it. And so when you hear somebody like Graham, who is like at the top of his game, vying for American records, one of the best athletes, making teams, like all this stuff, you never hear people in his position be like, yeah, like I'm just kind of struggling to figure out my why and figure out why to dig. You kind of heard Hobbs Kessler talk about it a little bit a few years back when he's like, I'm figuring out my mental game. And I think that's my biggest areas for improvement. But I feel like when we were racing, you just never heard people talk like that. And it was like, if I were even like saying stuff like that, coaches would be like, what do you say? What are you doing? You're just, you're telling your competitors that you're having a tough time. I would have got yelled at.
Yes. Yeah. Could have gotten a good yelling. Yeah. But I think it's interesting to like, I think time has evolved and the way that we deal with this has evolved, because in our day, if we were to say that, like, we didn't, like, the folks around us and maybe ourselves, we didn't necessarily have the skills to be able to acknowledge and do at the same time. It was like, if you spoke it out loud, that would mean that you are done. Like, you are not able to push through. And what I think is really cool about Graham and Hobbs and some other athletes, Rasheen Willis has spoken about this, Juliet Whitaker has spoken about this, is like the ability to acknowledge and move past. And I think that's really admirable and something that younger athletes can look to, of like, yeah, it is okay to struggle and you can find your way out of the struggle. It is not like, it is not a closed book to admit that there are challenges, but here is how I am working through them. Or like, yeah, I was confused or scared or anxious or whatever, and I also crushed it. Like, it doesn't have to be mutually exclusive in the way that we were brought up.
Well, in fact, and it's like to even like double down on that, it's like your problems seem so much bigger until you actually say them out loud. It's like when we've all had these moments and these experiences where we have built something up in our head, and as soon as you talk about it out loud, you realize like how silly it was what was going on. Like, not necessarily that the problems weren't like a real problem or this or that, but that you just hadn't put it out there yet, and you can't really move past it unless you put it out there, right? And so you're 100% right. It is like, it's a whole new thing, but it's also makes people. You're like a bigger fan of Graham. Like, when you are able we talk about it a lot.
You can relate.
Like, you can relate, and because people can't relate to the 12:45 guy, the 5K guy. You go like, who's absolutely smashing all the training and is crushing all these races, and they can't relate to that. But you can relate to the guy who's like, yeah, like, I'm kind of struggling a bit, figuring out like my why, my reason. And you go, I totally understand that.
I totally understand that.
Everybody understands that.
Yeah.
And also, it's like, these are how we get more. This is how you build and relate, not just relate, but become bigger fans, more peeks behind the curtain. It's like, how do we get people to love track and field? It's like, you have to love the athletes And these are the ways you love the athletes, like athletes actually like speaking what's going on and not just giving, because so many times, like there's parts of me where I'm like, they shouldn't even be doing post-race interviews. I'm like, so often it's like the athlete's absolutely exhausted and you
hear the same thing every time. Follow coach's plan.
Same fucking thing every single time, right? And you go, let's just show me the next race. If every post-race interview is going to be unbelievably boring, just show me the next race. Let's cut the shit. But then you get moments like this.
Something like pre-taped or pre-recorded or whatever. Sure. Something that's like a little bit more interesting. Yeah, that's good. That is good. But then you get this, which is brilliant.
Which is fantastic. So yeah, that was a nice little segue. But yeah, I just thought yes, Grand Blancs had a fantastic race in Monaco and a great interview after. And I bummed he's not doing USA's. I wonder if that's going to be the case, because I know it's an off year and often
some people do this. Yeah.
A lot. I mean, when we were racing, so many people did it. Mm-hmm. In fact, like it would be like, oh, okay, it's an off year. Tons of the big stars aren't going to do USA's. Mm-hmm. But now it's I hope it's not the case. And I hope that, because USA, when there are teams on the line, USA's and the Olympic trials are like, I think, just as exciting as Worlds in lots of ways, because it's like for these athletes, there's almost more at stake than Worlds, because it's like, this is contract stuff, mm-hmm. right? Making Worlds is the cherry on top.
Yeah.
But making that team is the big goal.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope that just, hearing Graham's out, I hope that's not the case I hope most of the big names do USA's, because it's just, it's one of the best meets of the year from an entertainment and racing point of view.
Yeah, same. And, there's like, lest we forget, there is World Ultimate. I'm sure they have a Road to Budapest website. Yeah. I wonder where Graham is on it. Like, it's going.
I'm sure he's high.
I'm sure he's high. Yeah, because he's placed so well in these Diamond Leagues that I'm sure he'll get an invite. Yeah, let me just pull that up as we're talking.
He's done like all these big races, and he's been. Another thing about Graham, he's incredibly consistent, and which is tough to be when all these races are like 1250 and under type 5Ks. It's a lot. So I'm sure he's very high up on the world rankings in terms of 5K, and that's probably why he's passing on USA's. But we should talk.
He's number 10. He's number 10 in the world rankings quota.
And it's top 25.
I thought it was 16 or 12.
Oh, okay. It's that.
I don't know. I don't remember. Don't quote me. I'll get this sorted for next.
I wasn't sure
week.
for the 5K what the numbers were. I thought it might be a little bit higher.
Top 12. But 12. Okay, let's talk about. We have London Diamond League coming up, because I want to get to. We have some great voicemails this week. Yeah. We have London Diamond League coming up. I'm on the website and I'm clicking into the different disciplines, and we're not getting start lists yet. So they're being. It's 6 days away. And we don't have any of the start lists. This sometimes happens, but what we do know is that Yard Nagus is rocking up to the men's mile. How do we feel about that?
I mean, love to see it. And also what's cool about this is, and a lot of the listeners might not know this, but when you're an athlete like Josh Kerr and you kind of have set this race up, you have a say in who gets to race. Mm-hmm. You like Josh Kerr could have said, I don't want Yard in that race. I don't want this guy. This is set up for me to run the mile world record, and I don't want
someone else to take my shine.
Nagus sitting on me and quite possibly stealing that shine and getting that and out leaning me or whatever the fuck it is. Whatever happens, you have the power to say no. I love. We've talked about a lot. I absolutely love this build up to this race for Josh. I think he's marketed it so well. He's done he's posted all of his workouts, or not all of them, but like he's shown there's great YouTube videos. He's done a great job. And I think it's also a smart move to be like, look, if I want to get this mile world record, I need people. I need a race.
I need some heat.
I need some heat. You cannot be alone with 300 to go and get this and expect to get this world record. It's going to be incredibly exciting. Huge factor is the pacing. This is like going to be a lot of it's going to come down to what he's coming through these splits. And I would imagine he's going to have one of his teammates try and bring him through. I would imagine it's a very tall ask, because like these.
Who do you think it's going to be? Or who do you think it's going to be, and who would you want of current runners?
It's a great, I'm trying to think about like his Brooks Beast teammates who are you have to be very fit. You want somebody coming through at least 1,100, and I would say like maybe 1,200, right? Like you want someone coming through 12, like you really want that. Now, is like Brandon Miller fit enough to go through? He's on an absolute heater right now, 800 wise, and actually like in looking to be in the best shape he's ever been in. But can he bring you through a K, or can you bring you through 11 or 1,200? I don't know. I know
you'd usually want two people.
You want two people, and yeah, I'm sure like Brandon Miller. Is there a London 800? Like, is he racing? Because if he's not racing, then I would imagine he'll be out and like he'll be there somewhere bringing through 800, right? And
there's a men's 8.
There is a men's 8. Now, if he's not in if he's in it, first off, if he's in it, he'll probably win that fucking thing because he's crushing it. Yeah. But if he's not, I would think he could be pace number 1, and then pace number 2. It's a great. I don't know who it's going to be, but they got to bring him through 11 or 1,200, and that's a tall order because you got to be in some serious shape yourself. That's why it's like you got Jess Hull pacing Agnes and Gedich for this world record. These world records are so fast. You need
Jess is a world record holder in the 2K. Exactly. Like you need someone else. You need a peer to do it. I wonder who it's going to be.
Yeah, but it's going to be. I cannot wait because London does such a good job packing the house they really get it. They love the sport. They're always out there in full attendance. And it's going to be an absolute sight there. Can't wait to see it. And Yard has the best for him. It's like, okay, I'm riding this train. We'll see how fast we can go. And an athlete like him, you're certainly going out there and being like, I've beaten Josh before. I can go out there and I can do this. I can do it. And it's going to be, that world record is a world record it stood the test of time for a reason. It's an incredibly fast time. It's so fast.
Back to the pacing. Another thing I was thinking about is, so the world record's 342. Another thing I was thinking about was
it's 340. The world record's 343, right?
343.
But he's shooting.
It's like 343 or something.
Yeah.
Another thing that I was 343.1. Sorry.
Yeah.
So he needs to run 342 basically. Is he's a Brooks athlete, which I think complicates his choice of pacers, because think back to and maybe I'm just being, maybe I'm just blowing this up, but other brands aren't going to want to put their talent out in front of Josh. And because this is also a big Brooks, this is a big Brooks push too, right? They have these new spikes, they have the speed suit. It's it's a real life version of Faith's Breaking 4.
I was about to say it's their Breaking 2 in a lot of ways. Or not breaking, the Kipchoge event.
Yeah.
This is a thing. So it's no, we don't want some athlete, non-Brooks guy out pulling him along and for the first 1,200. We need our guys. right? We've designed these new spikes. We are unveiling these new spikes. We're unveiling this new speed suit, all this stuff. It's one of our guys. And they're also going to be like, look, we got good enough athletes that we can do the pacing, right? And also if you're an athlete like Josh, or if you're Josh, you want an athlete, you want somebody who you know well. And that you run behind before, you trust them,
you're comfortable,
you've worked together, you're comfortable, you just you understand it. It was like when Asbel Kiprop would always bring, like, he had his pacers. I got a guy from my group that goes out and does the pacing. And if you're Josh, you're like, I want one of my boys pacing who I know well and can trust with the pace, because it's one of these things that there is no room for error to fuck up. You just, it's like, if you're because in most other diamond leagues, it's like, yeah, like the pacer is the pacer, then and the meet provides that. But if you're somebody, but in this special circumstance, it's like, no, like, let's get one of our guys who we know can do the pace, you can't be out fast, right? You can't be out slow. You need to be out exactly what I want you out in for this record to go. It needs to be like a perfect storm of events.
Yep. Because I was thinking, like, oh, who would I choose? And like, I might choose like and this is a terrible choice, but I'm going to say it anyway. Like, I might choose like a Cam Myers, because if I'm Josh, I'm tall. I want a guy who's tall, in good shape, fast. But then also, like, Cam is young. Like, is he going to know the pace? Like, is he going to be able to feel the subtle fluctuations in pace? Like, I don't know. But yeah, you're totally right. You want it to be one of your guys.
And I saw it because Cam Myers is another guy where you're like, you should be hopping in that race with how he looked at pre, how like this kid is unbelievably fit and running incredibly confident right now. Like, from the, making all the smart moves, ran super fast. And he actually said that Kerr had no problem with him hopping in that race if he wanted to. It just shows the where Josh's head's at right now, confidence wise. He's on.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be great. Like, who is Brooks' number 2, 15 guy behind Josh, and whoever it is, it's like, I saw Gary Martin just joined.
Oh yeah.
He wouldn't be. I wouldn't task him with it necessarily. I'm
glad it's on a Saturday. Glad it's on a Saturday, so we can all be fully paying attention. We're not logged in at work. We're on the couch.
And I know there's other big race. I know, like, right, isn't Keely's racing the 800 there? I'm pretty sure. Now I don't necessarily know if it's like world record talks like Josh is. But now it seems like with the state of the women's 800, anytime they're racing each other,
it's under threat.
It's under threat, and it's going to go down soon. I'd love to see it go down this year. Imagine you get a double you get a Keely 800 world record and a Josh world record.
I think, and then if England wins a World Cup, I think the country's just going to go up in flames.
Oh my man, we got to get over there.
We got to get over there. Yeah, sorry. I'm actually flying to London on Friday.
I'm sorry. I've got a carry-on full of vapes, and I'm going over there to have long lunches and watch some world records.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
We'll just build the overlords.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
Yeah. Should we hit some voicemails?
Let's hit them.
Yeah.
Hi. Hello. My name is Katie. My name is Emily. And we have been driving for about 12 hours now. We're driving from Colorado to Minnesota, which is where we're from. Going on a girls' trip. Long-time listener. First-time caller. We're so coordinated. We have 2 questions for you guys. The first question is, for a long time, the word used to describe a running pain that, like, kind of can come up, but will probably go away, like, kind of ebbs and flows, like you'll have a running pain in your knee this day, you may have a running pain in your foot a few weeks later. They're just passing. This has typically been called, I'm not even going to say it,
niggle.
You can say it, not me.
It instead, because it seems like we can't say that out loud with a lot of content. So what should we call a running game? Let's just put a passing
It's a great question. It's a great question.
That's crazy. She spelled it.
Would you rather have penises for fingers or scissors for hands? Looking forward to your debate.
Wait, what was the end of that?
I literally couldn't tell you.
Penises for fingers, and I didn't hear what the other was.
But the first thing was, you said penises for fingers?
That's what I heard.
That can't be. Or something for hand, or first off, what a voicemail.
Hell of a voicemail.
Hell of a voicemail. Couldn't really hear him for shit, but like wild voicemail.
But
so
also they're so right.
With getting rid of the word niggle.
Yes.
Even me saying that, I was like, yo, easy boy. Hard L. I'm like, don't say a hard LE.
Yeah,
I actually never said that. I never used that word.
I feel like it started like, I feel like a lot of Brits would say it, and then.
Oh yeah, actually, I've heard lots of Brits say it.
Yeah.
I like when they say it.
Yeah, it sounds a little different, but yeah, I think we should come up with something else.
It's just too close to like literally the one unsayable slur.
Yeah, the worst thing you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with.
I would always say like, oh, I would always be like I would say banged up.
Banged up.
Like what?
Banged
like
up
I'm
is
not
good.
like
Oh,
I'm not fully hurt. Yeah, I'm just a little banged up.
I'm a bit banged up.
Yeah.
Banged up is good. Yeah, banged up. Let's go with banged up. I was thinking like, oh, I've got a little thingy. I got a little calf thingy.
That also does. It sounds so much better. Like I'm like, it's a calf thingy is just like I'll be running again like
no
tomorrow.
Big deal.
It's like
it's a little thingy.
When in reality, it's completely it's hanging off the bone.
Your hex and your competitor has come back and your calf is torn.
Yeah, like when my competitor has literally been run over by a train, and it's just like I'm like, oh, they're a little banged up. I hit him with a fucking train. He's dead. So yeah, so the N word is off limits, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey Eric, hey Aisha. Calling from Nina. I'm calling from Seattle, and I wanted to ask her opinion about something I am feeling pretty conflicted about, and that is track athletes promoting the Meta Oakley AI glasses, the creepy ones that can record you in public, and it's like pretty subtle and unnoticeable. I noticed that a very prominent U.S. marathoner was promoting them on his Instagram, and I'm conflicted because I know this person isn't creepy, and like I think it's great that track athletes are getting these big brand sponsorships, but at the same time, like the Meta Oakley glasses are terrible. Like, you know, nobody needs them who isn't like legitimately vision impaired. And like, if I found out that a guy was running behind me, recording me with these glasses, like I would feel super uncomfortable. Anyway, curious about your thoughts on these. Love you. Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Interesting question.
Mm-hmm. Honestly,
I get it.
I kind of agree.
I get where she's coming from. Do I think they should be? First off, do you know who she's talking about?
Mm-mm.
Very prominent male U.S. marathoner. Yeah, I don't know who she's talking about, but Look, I there's absolutely some validity to what she's saying. It is kind of an uncomfortable thing if somebody was running behind you and has got glasses on recording. I mean, there's obviously some times lots of times where where it is fine. So I can't give it a hard ban, right? There's of course some applications for it, but I do get what she's saying.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm super conflicted working, like I work in tech, and it's like, yeah, cool, but also like, do we need them? Is really my thing. Is like, do we really like? Yeah, sometimes it's fun and cool to like have a POV video, but I am also like, now because I'm so European, can I just unplug a little? Like, do we always have to be recording everything? Like, can't we just have a long lunch, or are we just chatting? Like, I sometimes am a little like overwhelmed that like everything is being recorded and everything is like a moment. Like, can't we just enjoy? Like, I do think it's cool. Like, if it were specifically like a directed ad, like, would I think it would be cool to have like Jude Bellingham have some glasses on and I'm like seeing like his point of view when he's practicing or when he's taking like a shot on goal? Like, that would be very cool. Yeah, sure. I would like that as like a targeted moment, but like just existing in the world, I'm like, I don't really need it. And we get too much.
Like, have you seen the people have been racing in them?
Yeah,
which is cool.
It's cool.
It's an interesting point. It's an interesting point of view. Also, like I have to like admit that, like as a guy, we don't deal with this. I never have had to think about this, right?
Yeah,
I've never thought of being skeezed on. So I come from that place of privilege, not needing to ever worry about that. And also when you're like, so it's something that never like. I'm never worried about somebody looking at my ass, my beautiful butt as I'm running, and they're running behind me in a pair of, Meta glasses on recording me. I would, because I'd be like, look, take a look all you want, buddy, right? Protection's going to cost you.
Beautiful butt.
My big fucking beautiful ass. You wanna record it with your glasses on? Crank stick to it later, be my guest, right? But like that's it's just not I come from that place where I don't have to ever worry about that.
Not really a thing for you.
Not really a thing for me. And I absolutely, if that was happening and you're a woman, like you're like, I'm not really cool with this. So I get it. It's gonna be tough to ban, but
we'll do our best.
Okay,
there are so many good voicemails. Like, I don't want to miss any, so we're gonna keep her moving.
Hi, just a definite horse person calling in, looking for an update from when Eric rode a horse in Montana. Did we open up the stride? Did we opt out not to? And you are right, both you and Aisha. You're either a horse person or you're not. I am also a runner, but I am a horse owner. Unfortunately, horse ownership always comes first. Try to get those runs in. But I do wear my Garmin when I let my 28-year-old horse open up his stride. He can still hit 25 to 30 miles an hour when he wants to. So very curious how that ride went out in Montana. And question, are we heading into horse ownership? I would like to be a cautionary tale. Very expensive, at least here on Long Island, New York. So just throwing that out there. Can't wait to hear about your riding. Thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. No, I wasn't really like this listener is clearly a big horse girl. I was really just getting pulled by Clydesdales like in a cart. That being said,
you weren't on the horse's back?
No.
Oh.
That being said, I do have like a vision of full riding a horse full clip as fast. Doesn't that seem just like that's something we should experience?
That. But I think we have to train.
I do. I agree. I think that is something that you have to build up to. But I do have like a vision of me, like absolutely. I'm riding a horse full. We're hauling ass, right? She said her horse gets up to 25, 30 miles an hour.
Yeah.
I want faster. Right? I want 35, 40.
It sounds awesome. I think you could do this. I'm sure there are horse people around you. You could like volunteer in the stables, shovel some poop, and then maybe you could work up to like getting some lessons. I think this should be a great side quest for you.
I'm like, look, I have ulterior motives, and I don't want to shovel this poop anymore. I've been doing it for an hour and a half, and I want to take this baby and let it absolutely gallop on me. Let's go.
Okay, side quest.
Yeah, side quest. No, I'm not going to own a horse. That's
it's not on the budget.
That's just a huge move. I'm not ready to do, but I would love to. I would love to ride a horse. I've only ridden one once when I was like 4, and we'll do it again.
Hey, Eric and Aisha, this is Sam from Philly. First time caller, many a time listener. First off, I hope you guys are enjoying the tour as much as I am.
We are.
I'm loving it. I'm loving seeing Sean Quinn second in the GC standings. So hoping I see him move up in the next couple of days. We'll see. But anyway, I have plenty of friends out here in Philly, specifically my girlfriends that have shared with me their stories of like catcalling and stuff like that. Always very disappointed in the male population when I hear those.
Yeah, wow.
And I am privileged to say that I don't have to deal with them myself. But I do kind of have an inadvertent story on a time that I was running out to Fairmount Park. Shout out to anybody who's familiar. I was running shirtless, sweaty. It was kind of warm. And Chevy Suburban, big car, kind of pulls up to the side of me, kind of next to me, and windows roll down, and it is the faces of a few youthful boys, children, right? And I'm kind of thrown off. You know, I don't really pay much mind. And first thing that comes out of one of the kids' mouths is, "Hey, you look great." I'm thinking to myself, "Thank you." So, I vocalize, "Thanks, guys. I guess, appreciate it." Next thing I get, "Do you want to go to church with us?"
Oh.
Caught me off guard. Didn't have time to think too hard, but I already knew my answer. I said, "No, thanks. I appreciate it very much." And I just kind of rolled on, and they said, "No worries. Have a great day." And that was about it. But anyway, my question for you is, what is the weirdest, craziest, maybe rudest, I don't know, thing that a pedestrian, someone has said to you during a run or workout or whatever? Doesn't have to be catcalling per se, but I'm curious what you guys think or what has happened to you in your vast running experience. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Interesting. What is the worst? Now, this is when you put in enough miles. There's always like the common phrases that you would get yelled at, right? Like when like a run, Forrest, run. You'd hear that all the time, and you go, say something better.
Say something I haven't heard.
Like I would take anything over that. There's nothing. I'm sure I've been yelled. People have yelled crazy stuff at me. I don't necessarily. There's nothing that sticks out that comes to mind. Like when I've been running.
I just thought of something. It wasn't yelled at me. If you we actually should have phoned a friend to Scott Fauble because he has some really, really funny things that people have yelled to him because he lives by a high school or a middle school or something, which is like worst case scenario.
Yeah,
I also live by a middle school and I'm a little afraid of them. But at some point, one of them yelled, called him shrimp dick.
Yeah. Classic.
I think I might have mentioned that before on this podcast, but if not, that's a great callback. I really did not catcalling, yelling. I think I just have when I'm running, I don't fuck with me face.
Mm-hmm.
But I did, one thing that does come to mind is I was running with my high school coach, super tall, skinny black man. And it was maybe me, him, and maybe his brother, who was also a coach, also like so it's like 3 skinny Black people hauling ass down the main thoroughfare in Moline, Illinois, and someone rolls down their window and yells, "Slow down for the white people."
Yeah.
Like, I've been perplexed by this for like 20 years. Like, what was that? Like, what? Like, very strange. Like, I'm not sure if it was supposed to be an insult or not, or like if it was a compliment. Like, I really don't know where they were going with it.
I'll speak for the whites on this. I do think they were. I think they were like actually trying to be nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad I've never really spoken about this. I'm glad that I am getting an analysis.
Yeah, I think they meant that as like a compliment.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Take it.
Yeah. Just wasn't quite fleshed out and thought out like well.
We'll take it.
See, I'd be driving by and I would say, "Holy shit, is that Jess Hall?" But that's just me.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's just me.
Wait, and one last thing. We were in like one of my last training camps. We were in Scottsdale, and one of the women on the team, she has like beautiful, like blonde curly hair. She's like very petite, and she was running, and someone had like come around the corner and said to her, "Ooh, shorty, what the thing do?" And
Yeah.
just like,
I like
what?
that.
Like, what an like that is a cat call I wouldn't mind hearing. Like,
Yeah, like what's that thing do?
Like, shorty, what that thing do?
You fucking know what that thing does.
What?
Yeah.
And that's hysterical. Like, that is just now part of our syntax of like, hey, like, what's going on? Shorty, what that thing do? Like,
What that thing do? It's really good. It's like it's a cat call that actually just worked. He's like, "Oh yeah, no, it worked." He's telling his boys later, "Oh, I fucked her." Successful.
Okay, two more. This is an extra long episode because we missed each other.
Yeah.
Hey, Eric and Aisha, I just want to let you know that you guys have a rising freshman, not a 30-year-old woman, as one of your listeners. And I just wanted to say, you guys make all my runs so much better. And before all my races, I like to listen to you guys, even if I've listened to the podcast. And you guys always make me laugh if I'm having a bad day. Well, I also have a question. Since I'm a rising freshman, I was wondering if you guys have any ideas, tips, tricks going into your first year as a D1 runner. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Oh
Bye.
my gosh. Love you. Bye.
Fresh. I like how she kept referring to herself as a rising freshman.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Is that
That's
I've never
like
heard
what
that.
the kids say. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I love that.
It's like your summer into whatever year. Yeah. I'm a rising junior. Yeah.
Really like that. Great voice. So what tips for an athlete going
Freshman year
to their freshman year in college? It's that can be a big transition.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be tough for a lot of people. What do you think like stands out to you? Like if you could give, somebody going into that position, what is like, how do you handle that well?
I think approaching everything with curiosity is a great place to come from. Like a lot of people, I guess how I felt, like I really wanted to prove myself. I really like wanted to make an impact. I wanted to make friends. I wanted to like figure out my life, and I wanted to be the best at running. And I like there's just so much opportunity. But I think like approaching your training, approaching school, approaching people that you're now going to be in amongst people that are from all different backgrounds than you, have different stories. Like I would just be really curious. Like I would be so open to all experiences. Like all the people that are going to be on your college team, like the seniors have such experience, but like also a lot of your freshman classmates have really interesting experiences. And I would just try to learn as much as I possibly could, and like have an open mind.
Yeah. No, that's great advice. And also it's, you have to be having fun, right? Like college it can be really stressful. And when it's like so many new things all at once that, it can be overwhelming. Right. And then the more overwhelmed you feel, it's for racing and for training, like you race well when you're in a good mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like if you're really stressed out, if you're like feeling like you're being spread too thin, the races aren't gonna necessarily be there, right? It's tough to do that. So you have to be figuring out how to enjoy yourself, right? And then you also have to like give yourself, like, I think probably give yourself some grace, cut yourself some slack.
Totally.
Be gentle with yourself. Like understand that it's going to be hard. There are hard moments. You're not going to be perfect. It's a big transition, and enjoy it, because college is, and especially when you're able to race and to be part of a team, there isn't anything like it.
I would go back to college tomorrow. Like if the opportunity presented to me of like, you're going to go back to school, you're going to be on the team, you're going to have eligibility, you're moving into the dorms, do you want to go tomorrow? The answer is yes.
Yeah, it's an incredibly special thing, and it sucks because just like in all life lessons, you don't really realize it until it's too late. And especially like when you have that great team, and it's kind of like just the nature of life where you're always looking ahead, right? You're looking to the next thing, you got big goals, you're ready to graduate, and then you realize, man, like that was it. That was special. So enjoy it while you got it, because you're only going to get it that college team and that college experience once.
Great advice. Okay, here's our last one.
Hi, I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. I was at your Boston show.
Woo.
Just want to say that this podcast is my Roman Empire.
Yes.
And my question for you guys is, how fast would you think you could be able to run a skinny margarita mile? Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you.
Bye. Great question. I've never been posed this question before.
Yeah, no. I don't know how fast, but I'd absolutely love to try it.
Of any drinking mile, like this is the only one I could do well at.
The skinny margarita mile.
The skinny marg mile. Like I've never done a beer mile, and I probably never will, because I'm going to throw up immediately. Like I'm not going to be a good chugger of beers. The only other drinking mile I could be good at is an Aperol Spritz mile. Like Aperol Spritz or skinny marg mile.
You're in peak Aperol Spritz mile shape right now.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. I do think it would strangely potentially be performance enhancing for me in my current state.
The Aperol Spritz.
Or the skinny marg.
Yeah.
I do think that I might run faster.
It's like it's like at like the negative split you have in the second 800 is just unbelievable.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, I feel great.
I feel great.
I feel really
Suddenly,
fucking good.
I can't feel that my knee needs a little bit of WD-40. Suddenly I'm feeling myself.
You're not so banged up anymore.
I'm not so banged up anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. A skinny marg. It's funny because there's all sorts of like things that like we would talk about, like, the beer mile is the most famous one, but then there's also like the chocolate milk mile.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that I got that guys at Oregon
1612, 1824
that stuff. I think they did like a 40 ounce and an all out 400, which is brutal.
That's terrible.
It's just the runners are like, how can we drink and run? Let's chug a 40 and see how fast we can run a 400.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they did it at Hayward.
Oh god. That is a crime.
I mean, which is hysterical.
Yeah.
And they probably put down some very impressive splits.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
But yeah, all right, the margarita, the skinny marg mile is something I can fully get behind.
I can totally get behind that.
And I could also very well see me. I'd either run so hard or like right at the last. I'm just going for a really fun walk.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm like I got my cotton candy vape in my pocket. I'm having just an absolute time. But I'd love to try it. So
Yeah.
thank you. So thank
Put it
you
on
for
the
the
list.
advice. Yeah.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah. We'll do a Sidious Mag team skinny marg mile.
Amazing. Well, this has been a great episode.
Is this our longest episode yet?
I don't know. It might be. It's
imagine.
probably on the podium.
It's at least on the podium.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's great to see you. It's great
really
to
good
catch
to
up.
see
I
you.
feel like I could go another hour, but
I know,
we'll
we're
save
just
it for
getting
next
warmed
week. Super excited for London Diamond League this
Yes.
Saturday. Check your local listings. Make sure you are watching live. You want to have eyes on a world record attempt happening by Josh Kerr. And have a great week.
Have a great week. Love you.
Love you. Bye.